Hello YouTube, Liz here. I have a few things to show you today. I've been working on, I mentioned it in a previous video, but I was going to make a Nifty Needle Case from Moogly, on Moogly's blog, and mine looks like this. I keep all my needles in there. And I was going to make one for my son-in-law who knits to give to him, and so he likes neutral colors like gray and black and everything, so I'm making this one for him out of, where did I put it? Oh, hold on. Be careful. There we go. Okay. Making it for him out of this Mandala Ombre. It's exclusive to Walmart, and this is Cool, the color Cool. And it's a variegated, sorry it's all used, but anyway, it worked up like this, and it also worked up like this. This is the what's it called? Now I can't remember. I don't remember. But anyway, that square pattern. Granny stitch? That doesn't sound right. It's a very textured stitch. Sorry. I'll have to think of it later. Okay, so anyway, the Nifty Needle Case has the buttonhole on one end, like that. And it's got back loop only, third of the way, and then a third of the way, and then you make the center part. So what I'll have to do next is pin it, sew it all around the edges. I was going to take black and go around the edge, and then I have a concho button to put on it and make him a little case. I'm not really happy with the way it came out like this. It's kind of got a bluish cast to it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm not going to have a lot of time to remake it. So I think I can make it work once I get it all together. Anyway, so I really love that mandala. I went back and bought more, which is what we do, right? So I got the Mandala Ombre in Balance, which is just beautiful, those blues and greens, and it's so soft. And the thing I didn't like the regular mandala. It was a 3-weight. I don't really enjoy working with that much, but they came out with the Mandala Ombre, and it's a 4-weight. And there's 344 yards in this cake. I got Mantra, blues, greens. This one is another Mantra, but it looks slightly different. You know how it is when you buy different skeins. It looks pretty much the same. And then I bought a Harmony, just blues. I wanted this to make Jayda InStitches has a fruit and vegetable bag, and I've been really having fun making those. I'm working on one right now that I took with me to an appointment, and I made it with my favorite Target handmade modern yarn. This is in Desert, and it's working up like this. And I'm glad that it got to the burnt orange color change, because I really wanted that contrast in there. So now I'm at row 23 on that pattern. She has it on her YouTube channel. It's fruit and vegetable market bag. It's a mesh stitch. And I mentioned that in a previous video about now I'm on row 23, and where she gets to the top, she gets to row 23 and joins, she slip stitches over 5 stitches, but that's because she's going the opposite way I am. And as a left-handed crocheter, I don't need to do that. All I have to do now is start the handle. So I'm going to do that. And then I bought this mandala sparkle. I had to get that. Can you see this little sparkle in there? I had to get that because my granddaughter wants to sit with me. She lives in another state, but I'm hoping to see her soon. And I said, I can make you some doll clothes for your American Girl doll, your Our Generation doll. Those are both 18-inch dolls. And then All My Crafts, Norma at All My Crafts, she has a Welly Wisher pattern that's just great. The dress for that it's really fun to make for the Welly Wisher doll. And she has little shoes too. So I told my granddaughter, she's 6 and she'll be 7 this summer, and I said, I can make you some doll clothes and send them to you. And she says, how about if we make them together when you come, or when you're here, when I see you, when you come to me? And I said, great. So I've been holding that thought, and I bought the mandala sparkle for that because, you know, her age, she loves sparkly stuff. And this colorway is called Draco, or Draco, D-R-A-C-O. There's 328 yards in this cake, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, and it is a 3-weight. But for the Welly Wisher clothes, 3-weight's good because that's what Norma uses in her tutorial. So I like to match what she's using because I don't have a Welly Wisher doll or model, mannequin or anything to use, and I'm going by the measurements that she has. So there's that. And to go with it, I found these at Walmart. These are unicorn buttons to put on the dress. I like to put fun buttons on the front or to decorate the little dresses with. So this will go with this so nice. She's going to love that. I had to pick these up. I went to a different Walmart earlier in a different town, and so I found these sugar skull buttons. So I got 2 packs of those since there's only 3 in there. But I thought I would put those on maybe the market bags or something. I probably won't use the market bags for actual fruit and vegetables, which she designed it for. I'll probably use it for a project bag or a little tote bag or something, a little storage bag. And I'll put these on there because I'm probably not going to be washing it in the machine. If I were going to be using it for groceries, I wouldn't want to decorate it like that because I'd want it to be washable. Then, in doing the Nifty Knitter pattern, the rows are so short, it's only 20 single crochet, and so I'm constantly hitting my clicker. I found this. It's Red Heart's digital row counter, and it fits on your finger. So let's see how this works. Comes out frighteningly easy, and there's no pull tab, so either somebody's already messed with it. I try to be careful about stuff like that when I buy things in stores, but I was in a bit of a hurry, as usual. And there's no battery compartment. There's nothing I see that tells me there would have been a pull tab to start the battery. You know, that little tab that they put in battery compartments so that the battery's not running while it's not before it's purchased, so it doesn't waste battery. I don't know how long this is gonna last. That's kind of a problem, but I'll just go with it. I think it was just under $5, and I'll keep the receipt, I guess, and if something goes wrong, I'll tell somebody about it. But anyway, it's got little nubs, these little things like a watch band or something like that, and I can put it around my finger. I'm assuming my index finger. I'm not sure, but here's my index finger anyway. So then I can just push the reset button and push see if it works. Yep, it works. I'll do the reset. And there it is. If I can get it to stick on there, hold there. I think it's going to hold. Feels pretty secure. And I don't know if I'm going to wear it on my right hand or my left hand or my right hand. I'll have to crochet with it a little bit and see, because see, I'm using this for my hook, but it'd be easy to just go like that rather than, well, it'll be easy to go either way, because when I'm holding my hook, let's see, I've got my yarn wrapped around my finger. So I'm going to go like that, and see, it would interfere with where the yarn goes, so it's going to have to be on my left hand. Okay, I'll work on that. So anyway, that was my mini haul for today. I was really happy to get the mandala in that green color, because I've been doing the Crochet Crowd crochet along, and finished it yesterday. I just have to put the last row on it. And it's the Spring Garden Afghan blanket that's sponsored by Joanne. It's supposed to be using the Caron. I didn't have any Caron, and I couldn't find the colors at Joanne that they recommended for the cowl. They weren't on the website or anything, and they may be now, but when I started the cowl 5 weeks ago, they weren't there. So I've got my squares, and I've got the first round of borders, the second round, it's like the orchid color, and then the last round I did kind of a gray. Well, it's a gray. It's the Handmade Modern. So I'm using a mixture of yarn brands. I've got, this is Red Hearts Iced Aqua, I think, and this is Loops and Threads Petunia. This is Loops and Threads Clear Blue, Loops and Threads White. I love this yarn Orchid, Handmade Modern from Target. They're worsted in mouse. And then, oh, and this one's Lichen, the green color. I think it's called Lichen. Where is it? It's right here. Hey, how handy was that? Yeah, Lichen. I just love this. This is going to be so cute. She's going to have fun with that, I hope. Her dad knits. And so I said, so Ellie, I said, I'll teach you how to crochet, because her other grandmother crochets too. And her other grandmother and I are real close, and that's really wonderful. And she said, no, and this was last year. Well, she could have been 4 when she said this, but she said, no, I'll knit. And I was like, okay. One of those things. But she might change her mind. I don't know. I might show her when she maybe gets a little bit older to do loom knitting. We'll see how. I had bought an extra couple of looms. You know how they come in the sets, and with her in mind. So, and maybe her little brother. So who knows? I don't know what he's going to be enjoying when he gets a little older. He just turned 3. So I've got a 6-year-old granddaughter, a 3-year-old as of yesterday grandson, and a 1-year-old grandson. He just turned 1 in March. So that's a busy household right there. So anyway, now the final round of this cowl is the 4th round of the border, and it's a crab stitch, and I'm thinking about using, and I don't know how this is going to work out yet, but last night I was looking at this mandala, and I thought, well, maybe I could use that for the final round. And then when I picked this one up today, I thought maybe that one, but that might be a little bold. I don't know. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, when he was demonstrating and leading the tutorials for the cowl, he used a variegated yarn, and it was from the 1 pound Karen 1 pound, and I never saw that yarn anywhere. I think they might have it now, but we have a mini Joanne, and so when I went over there to look for it, they didn't have any of the Calico Collection Colors. I don't know where this came from. And I looked on their website and I searched for it like that and I didn't find it. So I'm not really sure what's happening. After I got started and already chose my yarns, I didn't go back and look again. But it may be there because I did see some different colors the last time I was looking on Joann's website for something else, and I ran across a couple of different colors. So anyway, I might do that, or for the last round I might use the lichen because I've got lichen in there. I've picked up the white that I used to join all the squares with. I wanted something to contrast it kind of popped, and then the orchid, and then the gray. And now if I do the green, it'll pick up the green in there. There's a little bit of that green, well, not really a lime, but there's like a teal color in there. I don't know. I'm going to have to get in a better light. The lighting in here is not good right now. It's cloudy and it acts like it wants to storm outside, and this is very unusual time of year for us to get this kind of weather. We don't usually have any kind of rain until July. And so, you know, January, February, maybe a little bit, and then July starts the monsoon season. I think officially now mid-June starts the monsoon season. There were some problems. Some people had accidents and dust storms, and so they legislated to have a calendar date for the Arizona monsoon. It used to be where the dew point and the humidity had to reach 55 degrees, let's see, 55% humidity, 55 degrees dew point for 3 days, I believe. I think it was 3 days, and then that's the official start of the monsoon season. And then after that, you don't know what's going to happen. You could have storms, not storms, whatever. It's always iffy. So that's when we have the bulk of our rain, and that goes through until the end of September. So some people had accidents because they said they weren't warned that it could have been a dust storm. I didn't quite get that, but, you know, it's not up to me to decide. But, you know, you kind of watch the sky when you're, I mean, it's on I-10. It's pretty wide open out there, but those dust storms can come out of nowhere. So I don't want to get into all of the reasons. I know it's terribly tragic when these dust storms come. There's a lot of damage, and there's all kinds of bad things happen. You don't want to be caught in one, that's for sure. So, that's my stuff. Oh, randomly, I saw these. I got a package of pens. I really like these pilot pens, the Precise V5s or 5Vs or whatever they call them. And they had all these neat colors, and so I thought maybe that might be fun. I'm really branching out into colors. You know, it used to be where everything I was just neutral. And now, it happened a year ago. I was working on a project for my granddaughter for her birthday. I made her a set. It was a grass skirt. I crocheted a grass skirt. I used the scrubby yarn for the grass, and then I crocheted a whole bunch of crochet flowers, and I made her a headband, a wristlet, and a lei. I think there was like 50 of those flowers. I don't know. It's on my Ravelry page. On Ravelry, I am Aqua Girl. Let's see, what am I? Aqua Girl 8? Yeah, I'm Aqua Girl. It's been a long time since I've had to say who I am. Aqua Girl 8. And so on my Ravelry page, you'll see the Nifty Needle Case project, and the blanket, everything. All my projects are on my Ravelry page. That's how I keep everything organized and remember what I've done. Anyway, I made that pattern for her, and I used hot pink, hot yellow, hot everything, hot orange, and I made so many of those flowers, and it was starting to get to be summertime, and I just started just loving working with bright colors. So now I'm more inclined to do that, and it's really fun. I enjoy having more color in my life now. I'm really accepting color. It's like even in my kitchen, when I go to buy something for my kitchen, I've chosen red. I have a cast iron. It's enamel over cast iron, one of those like blue crusette or whatever it is, uh, brazers, the big brazier, and I had all these colors to choose from, and I got red. So I don't know, I've been having kind of a good time appreciating color now. So, and I see people, my cousin doesn't like color too much. She kind of likes neutral colors. I'm like, get red. So anyway, all right, well, I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to check in and say hello and show you the mandala options. I was surprised that they only had, I mean, I think I got every color they had. They had one other color that I didn't choose, or maybe two, that had blue, pink and blue together, and I couldn't really think of any reason I needed that, and I just did. Rats. My husband's great granddaughter is expecting any minute, and her baby, I made a blanket. We know it's a boy, and I made a blanket for the colors that she wanted for her nursery. She wanted red and beige and some other colors, and so I did that like she wanted, and I told her I would make her a small car seat blanket when he's born, like a birth gift or something or other. It was I gave her the blanket at her shower. Oh, my helper's here. So I could have used that, even though it's not cotton. I wanted to use cotton. There's my helper. Can you say hi? This is Nacho. This is Nacho. I call him Skeeter because he's got long legs, and the way he runs, he looks just like a Skeeter. Yes, he's a good boy. He's a sweet baby. He's one of three. I've got two more down here under my table. You want to say hi, Nacho? Oh, good boy. Yeah. So, I usually have 1 to 3 dogs under my feet at all times. And say hi. He's a good boy. He weighs 5.5 pounds. We got him in October. The other two are 15-pounders, and we got them 5 years ago, I think. We got them from the shelter. And Nacho had been adopted from one of my husband's friends. He adopted Nacho for his granddaughter, who decided after a short time that she wasn't interested. She's a teenager, and she just had other things to do besides take care of Nacho. And they were going to, after a year and a half, they were going to send him back to the shelter. I said, absolutely not. He's coming with us. So he came. He brought his suitcase and his bed, and he's with us now, and we're very glad. Yes, we are very happy we're here. He's a good boy. All right. So back to my project. I'll get that Nifty Needle Case done and talk to you another time. Thanks for watching. Bye.